Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Greg M here, live on the go with your sports update, track and field. And before I go, I just want you to check out this track and field history and facts. All right, this is what I saw from researching and came across this ESPN page. Let me see if I can get it to work. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this last week here, we've seen some blistering performances. Again, this is Greg M here live, and I go back again with track and field updates. Noah Lyles runs personal best in the 100-meter ahead of Paris Olympics. It's the ESPN article, as y'all can see. American and world champion Noah Lyles ran a personal best of 9.81 seconds in the 100-meter Saturday in the final Diamond League meeting before Paris Olympics. Lyles, one of the biggest names in sports at the moment, delivered the final race of the day, clipping 200s off his best time in front of a sellout crowd of 60,000, easily the largest on the Diamond League circuit. Yeah, that was a pretty big crowd when I was watching the events. South African Akini Simbini took second with 9.86. With Sealy Tobago of Botswana third, 9.88. As the first 5 broke 10 seconds. They were blistering, ladies and gentlemen. They were running. Lyles has emerged as one of the biggest personalities in athletics, having taken the 100-meter world title in Budapest last year to add to 3 world titles and an Olympic bronze in the 200-meter. He's becoming the man to beat in the blue ribbon event. That was fun, said Lyles, who was sluggish out of the blocks but supreme over the second half of the race. I could have had a better start, but the transitions were great, and coming away with a PB, this has been what I prayed for and what I wanted. Lyles' previous best was the 9.83 he clocked at the last year's World Championship in Budapest, where he won the 100, the 200, and the 4x100 meter relay and matched the US Olympic trials last month. His 9.81 was the 3rd fastest time in the world this year, behind Jamaica Kishane Thompson 9.77 and Kenya Ferdinand Amanyala 9.79. Lyles wasn't shy about his goals at the Olympics. I'm going to win, he said. That's what I always wanted to do. In the 200 meter, American Gabby Thomas delivered a final surge to edge past Julian Alfred of St. Lucia. In a thrilling finish, Thomas clocked 21.82 seconds, carrying Alfred to a personal best of 21.86. Kelly Hutchinson, that was a hot one right there. Kelly Hutchinson delivered an emphatic statement that she is the woman to beat in the 800 meters in Paris. She took more than a half second off her own British women's record with a dominant 154.61 victory. Tokyo silver medalist Hutchinson, 22, is the favorite for Olympic gold after Athing failed to qualify following the fall in the US trials. And Athing ran recently and she didn't look great. Already only athlete to go on the 156 this year, Hutchinson was joined by compatriot Gemma Reekie 155.61, and Georgia Bell 156.28 in a British 1-2-3. Another home favorite stepped up in the men's 400 meter as Matthew Hudson Smith won in a spectacular 43.74, a European record and world best in 2024. So you see the times are heating up, ladies and gentlemen. A year ago at this meeting, Hudson Smith left the track in a wheelchair after tearing his Achilles tendon. He recovered to take silver in the World Championship, and now, as the 12th fastest man in history, is a real contender to become the first British winner of the event at the Olympics since Eric Lindell 100 years ago in the same city. Jamaica Nikisha Price also look impressive in running a world-leading time of 48.57 to win the women's 400 meters. She's going to be a factor, and so far she's shown consistency. So Paulino, Wiebe Miller, and the rest, y'all have a lot of work to do. Femke Bol of the Netherlands easily won the women's 400 meters hurdles in 51.30 seconds, cementing her status as a gold medal contender in Paris, and she definitely is. She ran 50.95, I believe, recently. The 24-year-old world champion who won bronze in Tokyo dominated the race from start, with Shamir Little finishing second in 52.78, a season's best for the US athlete. In the men's 400 meter hurdles, Brazil Tokyo bronze medalist and former world champion Alison dos Santos won in 47.18. Italy Leonardo Fabri caused a surprise in the shot put, throwing at 22.52 meters to beat Ryan Krauser of the US, who had been talking up his chances of breaking his own world record at the last competition before the Olympics. Krauser threw 22.37 meters, more than a meter off his record of 22.56. As you can see, Reuters and the Associated Press contributed to this report. So you see some blazing, blistering performances that meet the Holloway Classic Tour. The young boy, Wilson. I mean, he is tearing up the track, breaking the world under 400 meter world record. I mean, this must be his third time breaking the world record. And so far, he's shown consistency, but we'll talk about that later. So stay tuned. And now, talking about the 2024 Holloway Pro Classic. And let's go down to the major time here. Let me see where I want to start. Not with the prelims, just look at the finals. The ones that stood out to me. 100 meter men's results. As you can see, Emmanuel Matadi from Liberia stepping up 9.91. So the 100 meter is going to be packed. It's still, to me, it's still open. Noah Lyles is the favorite, but everybody else is improving and catching up. And what better time to do it at the Olympics? Fambule stepped up a little bit. He got out the blocks, managed a 10 flat. Pajai Austin 10.06. He ran in the prelims 9.94, so I was surprised. I was actually thinking he's going to, better that performance. Julian Forte from Jamaica 10.12. Sandra Davison 10.13. Everybody else is trailing down there. So alright, let's look at some other standouts that I want to cover. Let's look at the final. Women's 100 meter. Favor Ophelia ran 11.07. Then Candice Hill ran 11.07 also. So it was kind of like a wire to wire with that one. 0.9 win. And they had to deal with the rain, but that didn't seem to slow the time down. This is actually decent times. I think there were some outstanding times. So in other events, we're going to get to that though. We covered the men's 100 meter already. Let me go to the men's 400 now. I got to get to that one right there. Quincy Wilson This boy is just turned 16. He's on the US Olympic team and he ran a 44.20, another world record. He just keep breaking record. If this is young boy keep this up when he gets to adulthood, when he gets to 18, I mean, if he can keep this momentum going, he will be the next world record holder at the senior level. He might be the first person to be able to go under 43, to run a sub 43, like 42.9 or 42.8. I think the world record right now is 43 flat. The new Kirk from South Africa, when he blazed out and passed out at the end after he ran that world record, he had to lay down and take him off in a stretcher. But anyway, he beat Bryce Deadman, 44.23. Matthew Bowling, still not doing bad, you know. I mean, he seemed to be a better 400 meter runner. And to be honest with you, he's improving. Even though a 16-year-old come from out and beyond and taking him out, because he was supposed to be the new rising star. But he's still in the mix with a 44.84, Matthew Bowling. And then everyone else is down there in the 45 range. But those are the top three. But you know, my concern with Quincy Wilson is, can he maintain that? Is he running too fast too early? But I mean, you see him was running some fast times at 16 too, 15, 16. Same thing like this young man, and you know, he had some ups and downs as he transitioned to the senior level, but has made it and set how many world records, you know, broke up the 100 meter world record, 200 meter world record, 4x1 meter world record for the Jamaica 4x1 team. I mean, and he didn't fade. Yeah, he had some injury problems and all that, but he was able to overcome. So I'm looking for this young guy here, Quincy Wilson, to be the future in the 400 meters, because he's, you know, I wouldn't be surprised when he runs a 4x4 prelims, which is probably what he's going to end up running. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in the finals if he's performing better than the senior guys. But he's definitely going to run the prelims at running these kind of times, and I think he's going to shine even more in the relay, because for some reason when they run the like 4x1, 4x4, somebody could be struggling in individual events, but they will come out with superhuman performances in relays for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're carrying the baton or what, they feel like they have an extra leg or something. But he's probably going to run a 43 split, you know what I'm saying, and he's going to be fresh. He's not going to be running the individual 400 where he's kind of burnt, you know. So look out for this young man, man. I would not be surprised if the US say, all right, based on performance, we're adding you to the finals. You know, it's going to be something to watch. All right, let me come out of this. And then the men's 200. It was so Aaron Knight, he got left in the blocks. If you watch that race, he got left in the blocks. But he still pulled off a 19.92. Javon Paul from Jamaica was the closest with 20.21. Couldn't really challenge though. He couldn't go with Aaron, and Aaron started taking off. So Aaron is going to be in the mix, of course, in the finals, and he's probably going to run better, pending great conditions at the Olympics. That's what I want to talk about for those events. Now for the London Diamond League, there were some great performances. Noah Lyles send out his smoke signals. Hey, don't rule him out. Y'all talking about Keishan Thompson, my homeboy from Jamaica. But I'm still looking for Keishan Thompson to put out a heck of a performance, because, you know, what he got to lose? He has no world titles yet. The man is hungry. The other guys got titles to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because they and rankings, because they've been out there in the rankings for several years, being number one, being the top, being the favorite. Keishan, to me, is coming as a spoiler, pending that everybody stays healthy. And I'm going to cover the marquee events. Of course, you know, I just read about the shot put where the Italian upset the US Krauser. So you see the results there. That's the London Diamond League. All right, let me go back. Alright, cooperate. My phone not cooperating. Here we go. 400 meter men, that was what national. Let's look at the 400 meter final national, what the men did. 44.70, all Britain. This is probably like a mini look for who's going to be who in the 4x4. But Reardon ran a 44.70. All personal best, season's best right here. Let me go back. Come on, why this thing not going back when I hit the back button? Alright, so let's look at the women 400 meter hurdles finals. Femke Ball, consistent. She didn't run the 50.95 this time, but you can see she ran the 50.95 the week before, so and she come back with a 51, a fairly easy 51.30. And then Shamir Little with 52.78. Rochelle Clayton 53.24. I'm looking for her to improve. I would love to see her get down to an amazing 51. That will put her in the medal rounds. Not gold, but unless she finds some extra energy from somewhere and pull off a 50 point. So Femke Ball coming for Sydney McLaughlin Levroni. Levroni better not think that she's gonna have a walkaway goal. She's expecting to be the easy favorite to still pull away. And if she does win, she's probably gonna run another world record to beat Femke Ball, because Femke Ball is gonna be at her best. And again, I hope all these women stay healthy. I'm looking for my home girls to be up in the runnings in the finals and possible challenge for a medal. But I don't see them getting gold when you have a Femke Ball running the way they're running and Sydney McLaughlin Levroni, who's a serious competitor, man. She's a gladiator. Alright, let's look at some more results. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't look at the photo finish. Was anyone close to her photo finish? No one was close to her. Men's 4x1 really. Let me see what they did. I didn't remember looking at that. Japan took that with 38.07. Alright. And then the women's 400 meter, my big thing is, seeing the women get down to 47. Even if they don't break the world record, just seeing them get down to a 47.9, 47.90 is a start. That's a start, because no woman has run better than 48, I think 1.5. And that we thought there was hope to see 48 being broken by the women, but then, after they run that time, it's like they go back to the 49s, Like they get the championship title and then it's like they just go, well, I'm a champion now, don't have to prove nothing. To me, man, pursue breaking those obstacles, But look at Nikisha, world lead, meet record, national record, personal best. NCAA she ran I think a 48.89. And that was the world lead, and then Sid McLaughlin came and run like a 48, what was it, 48.6 something, or 7. And then Nikisha Price answered back at the London Diamond League with a 48.57. So I'm looking at her to be a favorite to beat over Kazmarek and Weibo Miller and Paulino from Dominican Republic, who I think was favorite still to win, Kazmarek ran 48. So she's improving still. And the other women are in the 49 range. And, when it comes to championship, events, especially the Olympics, sometimes unexpected things happen and favorites lose. Or they just break more world record, as far as the favorites, because they get that push. They get a fire lighted underneath them because they can't take any chances. They don't underestimate anybody, but when you go in there as favorite and you underestimate people, that's when you get beat. It's nice to have the confidence, but you better be on your P's and Q's. But big ups to my homegirl, Nikisha Price. That's the new Jamaican national record. And Kazmarek, sorry, not Lika Clave. Was trying to go with her, but Nikisha Price looked like she even opened up a little bit more. And she's only going to improve from then on. Like again, my big concern is everybody staying healthy. So those are some good performances over the weekend. 400 meter hurdles, Dos Santos took that 47.18. He's consistent, so you can't rule him out for goal. Or Rai Benjamin, you know what I'm saying? And Warhol, because these guys, when they show consistency like that, even though they don't win all the time, Olympic events, when they show up in that finals, bring out the best. Everybody is hungry. But Jamaican, Rashawn Clark, this young youth here, 47.63. His best is a 47.34, so Jamaica is in the runnings, man. So before the finish, he worked for that second place to beat Abakar. Wow, from what country is that again? Is it Bahrain? Let me see. Or Qatar. London Diamond League, man. I guess that 60,000 spectator crowd that showed up there and had everybody running the best. But let me look at this though. This one was an impressive race, the 800 meter women. That Keely Hutchinson, world lead meet record, national record, personal, but she ran a 154.61. You got some guys in college running 154. I mean, those are the smaller divisions, of course, but look, do they have the world record listed here? I think the world record is like 153, I think. I wish they had shown the world record. I don't have the stats of the world record, but anyway, that's an impressive time. And unless she messes up or falls down or something, which, I hope don't happen. If she improves on that, it could be a run for the world record, but that's a gold medal time right there to beat. Our teammate run a 155.61 behind her. 1, 2, 3. My homegirl Natalia, she's still trying to get to the medal round, 156.83. So she's consistent. She's probably going to be in the finals again. She has a best of 155. But I just think it's just hard for her to get to that 154. She can get back to 155. She can be in the medal rounds. But as you can see, there's a lot of women running 155, 156, 157. Anything under 157, you're just going to finish in the back of the pack. But that was impressive. And you can see it there, Hodgkinson, man. She was looking good. And look how she got more in the tank. There was some blazing performance before the Olympics start. So just imagine when track and field start in August. We're going to be sitting there with our popcorns ready. I'm going to be glued to my TV. Men's 400 meter. Hudson Smith, 43.73. He has, what's that? AR, double L, MR, PB. World lead. His best was a 44.07, so he's happy with that. Vernon Norwood, man, that man is always consistent. He's going to find a way to be in the mix and have leading times himself. That's a personal best for him, 44.10. Joreem Richardson Trinidad stepping up with a 44.18. Impressive. He said the photo finish. Man, Hudson Smith was out there. But Norwood and Richards right there. Alright, so you see what we're looking at. The Olympics is going, track and field event is going to be on fire. I mean, all the events from gymnastics to all the stuff going on, the soccer and you name it, boxing. It's going to be exciting, man. You know, the Olympic opening ceremony is the 26th. I'm a former Olympian myself 2 times for Jamaica. Silver medalist on the 4x1 team for Jamaica in 1984 and then repeat again in 1988. Didn't medal, but we're in the final. Just barely miss out. You know, we got 4th in the final. As a relay specialist, of course, but I tell you, it's always exciting. When I see these races, I still get the adrenaline. I feel like I'm in the race, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, those are some of the top performances I wanted to cover. You know, just stay tuned. We're gearing up. Let's hope all these athletes stay healthy so we can see the best of the best perform and give their best. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we have to just wait and see. And you know, when the Olympics start, what's going to happen? But I'm not going to make any predictions yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch and see how they're performing. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I wanted to cover the women's 200 before I go. And the men's 100. I almost forget. My bad. Gabby Thomas is going to be the woman to beat. She's probably going to run a 21.6 or 7 in the finals. Probably more like 21.6. Julian Alfred is going to be in the mix. Dina Asher-Smith is going to be in the mix. For a minute, I thought Dina Asher-Smith was going to win. But she faded. She couldn't hold on. You know, she couldn't hold on. She kept her form, but she just couldn't find another gear. And Gabby Thomas just came back from behind, man, and took that. It makes me wonder if she had gotten into gear a little sooner, she probably would have run a 21.7. So I'm looking at her, if she managed her rounds properly, to run a 21.6 for gold over my homegirls, because my homegirls haven't showed. Sharika just seemed like she's struggling this year. All of our homegirls, you know, I don't expect them to be vying for gold. No, hopefully it'll be a nice surprise if they take gold and show up at the Olympics in the finals ready. But I'm not putting no big expectation on them. But Gabby Thomas to me is the favorite. You know, anybody disagree, just let me know. And then, of course, the 100 meter, Noah Elias came out there, you know, running from the back of the pack, of course, but he's going to have to come out with all them guys running 9.8s now and 9.7s and so forth. And Keeney improved from South Africa, Simbini. I mean, he finally got down there, man. Season's best for him. So, you know, he's looking to finally, you know, put his stamp in the event. At least medal. And what better place to do it than the Olympics? To go around 9.88, so he's back in shape. He's back in shape right now, and so, you know, we're looking forward to him to do his thing. So anyway, of course, that Hinchcliffe, oh, he ran 9.97. So look for him to be in the mix. It's going to be, the 100 meters is going to be on fire. It's going to be on fire. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up right there. Let's get our popcorn ready and keep watching this space and hope for the health and strength for everybody. When the Olympics start, that everybody will be healthy and ready to go. All right, that's it for now.